Yu-Gi-Oh! Will always hold a special place in my heart, though, as the, like, first game I ever got into kind of competitively. Not just card game, but just any game in general. So it'll always hold a special place in my heart, but I don't want to go back to that game. Peasant turn 1, this turn 2. Can't really play this turn 3. Tavish turn 5 with the coin could be decent if we don't have anything else to play. Wasn't expecting to hit Legend today, but for the first time. And then the first game I queued into you. Love the content. GG's. Do you play Magic the Gathering? I played Magic the Gathering for a while. I played mostly Draft. And that's the other card game I got into. I mean, I've always loved card games. I even played Pokemon for a bit. Oh, what in the world? Interesting. Well, we're gonna go Peasant because I don't know if he's actually gonna be able to kill this off immediately. Holy Smite could do it. A Condemn could do it. No. Did we just draw 2 Mountain Bears? No. No. We didn't. No. No. There's no way out of all the cards in my deck, we just drew half of our big beasts and completely murder the pool. Like, now there's a 50% chance we get Hydralodon, which is literally not even worth pulling out most of the time. Because the whole power comes from it having Rush. But anyway, what does he play turn 3 that could kill a 2-1? And we'll dredge. We'll see what's at the bottom. Well, we could play the weapon, I guess. So we can dredge some more stuff and at least control what's gonna be there. I guess ramming mount's also decent. But I'd rather take the harpoon gun because I think it's a better card in general.
Golden rare!
Sir Finley would be pretty nice here. Why would you play that now? You fool.
You are a useful.
Why would you do that? I'll kill it off and keep the peasant alive, honestly. I mean, I guess Revive Pet's probably the most useful thing here because we have a couple of big beasts that we are eventually going to play. Righto. I mean, worst case scenario, we just like double Doggy Biscuit next turn.
I'm 7 moves ahead.
Okay. Actually, double Doggy Biscuiting doesn't even seem bad here. No, we knew we were gonna draw the harpoon, right? Because we literally put it on the top of the deck with the Caninatron. So we knew that was gonna happen. It doesn't get countered? Interesting. Well, we'll kill it off with this then. That stays alive, and we'll trade Doggy Biscuit, I guess. I guess theoretically I could have done that first. I probably should have done it first, but it doesn't really matter too much. The rush doesn't add anything here. A peasant? It's either that or coin out Tavish next turn. I think coining out Tavish next turn so we could actually start applying more pressure is probably better. So we're not going to play the peasant yet. We will hit though and see what we draw next turn. The scribe is not bad. That allows me to get value out of the Naga's Pride. Yeah, we'll take the scribe. But coining out Beastalker, putting out Ice Trap, as well as... I don't know, man. At least you can't play Diablo Immortal. You can't sell your house to make a good character. Dude, Diablo Immortal's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, we got the Mistress. To threaten the 4-2, I guess. I need to sneeze, but like not super. I just need to like barely sneeze. What am I playing today? I am mostly playing this. But if we get enough games done, we might play some TFT at the end. Trying to hit D2. What am I even looking for off of this? I don't really want improved emergency maneuvers, or do I? No, I think that ends up getting wrecked a little bit too hard. And I don't want to get Freezing Trap, because then that gives him a 5 cost. I wanted Ice Trap. I mean, improved Snake Trap's decent. He could have Condemn or something. But I think it's better than improved emergency maneuvers, because at least they give me pressure immediately. And damn. I guess we'd go improved emergency maneuvers. I mean, of all the things, at least it's maybe okay. Honestly, personality is really refreshing as a Hearthstone streamer. Keep it up. I'm going to go study. Well, it's not always the case. I can get very frustrated sometimes, but usually it's when I'm playing a deck that I don't enjoy. At least if I'm playing a deck that I'm finding fun, I'm fine losing. But when I play a deck like Mage or Mine Rogue or whatever, just decks that I don't really like, I tend to stop paying attention. I'm really sad that I didn't get Ice Trap though. I mean, that gives me 2 more Peasants, which I mean is fine maybe. I don't know. It's not great. It's not great, but we'll... Oh no. Wait, that really isn't great. That messes up Revive Pet quite a bit, actually. Oh no. Oh, that's arguably very bad for me. That is exactly why we needed Ice Trap. But we didn't get it. We didn't get the most... Like, we only wanted 1. The other 2 were pretty much useless. We only wanted 1 thing, and we didn't get it. That sucks, actually, a lot. I think we're gonna end up getting outscaled then. I want this to die basically as soon as possible and apply a lot of pressure. It basically forces him to wipe the board. He'll probably be able to do it. It's pretty easy to wipe this board. All of them have basically 2 or 1 HP. Pretty easy for him to kill. Even just a Condemn just poof, kills everything. Heal Zyrella kills everything almost. Spirit Guide? Interesting. No shot, I just drew King Crow. Are you serious? Did I just draw? Yeah, I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. That now means we guaranteed get Hydralodon, which literally means it's not even worth it. This card is no longer worth it. That is how bad Hydralodon is to pull out randomly. I mean, at least it thins out the deck and puts a minion out there, but it messes up the Revive Pet pool. We're so forked. Oh my god. He draws 2. It does still shuffle the thing to the bottom. I mean, it's not a terrible thing to have, I guess. Boom. Oh, well, would you look at that? That's not half bad. We're gonna end up overdrawing a card, but I don't really care what it is as long as we end up drawing this and we're fine. Leok turns out to be pretty good here. That's a lot of damage. We're gonna need to try to finish him off with King Crush and then Revive Pet twice and hope one of them's King Crush. Yeah, I didn't think about messing up my snakes with the Revive pool. I thought about it after and was like, oh shoot, that actually is terrible. The snakes could, yeah, I said that earlier. I didn't think about that. That's one of the big issues I have with Hydralodon, by the way. Why not add Sir Finley? Dude, the amount of people that have asked me why not add Sir Finley, it's ridiculous. I don't want to add Sir Finley. Not right now. Because a lot of the time, the hand is still fine, or at least okay, right? Like, sometimes the hand is bad, but we're not losing this game because the hand is bad. We still have applied a ton of pressure, and we're still gonna be able to play the beasts. I mean, I could maybe take out 1 ramming mount or something, I guess. Wouldn't be the worst. We actually also only draw 1 card here, which is nice. And we get to summon Hydralodon for free. Woot woot! Love it. Love to see it. Yay. He did just use a board wipe, which is fine. We get Hydralodon. It's not really that important or anything. Then we'll go boom, and then this, so that way it's just better here, and we'll play King Crush, and we hope that one of the 2 Revive Pets, when we end up playing it later on, are enough to win the game. But I think taking out 1 ramming mount for Sir Finley would definitely be fine. I didn't mean to sound annoyed with the whole Sir Finley thing. It's just there have been like 4 people that have asked it in the last 30 minutes, and every time I say that it's good. It could be legitimately like decent in the deck. The main version of this deck didn't run it, so I was trying to run it without Sir Finley. But I do think it could be good. Because, like, worst case scenario, right, it ends up just being a decent body that you could pull off of the Caninatron, right? Like, worst case scenario, boop, put that there. You get to reset everything. Whirlpool? You know, that makes sense though. I'm not actually that, that's not actually that concerning. That makes a lot of sense. We're not gonna play the Mountain Bear. Okay, Revive Pet. Hit me with it. 2 King Crushes back to back, baby. Respect from Romania. Hey, how's it going? Why don't I put Phelan in? It gives you a lot of giant beats because this version of the deck is more aggressive. Like that's the whole idea of this version of the deck. It is a more aggressive version, right? This is not good. That's going to be a very difficult thing to kill, as a matter of fact. Borderline impossible to kill with my given situation. Maybe we get Huffer here? No, that's so bad. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, we lost. We needed that to be the rush minion, and then we could have just barbed nets and hit face. But now our pool is completely fucked. Snake Trap was such a huge misplay. But like, what was it? I guess maybe Explosive Trap would have been better, theoretically. I guess. Are there any other dredge cards? There's Harpoon Gun, which is pretty good, and Caninatron, both of which are actually pretty high value. But this is a more aggressive deck, so the Ambassador Phelan doesn't really work super well. Although I could definitely see wanting to run it. Like, I could take out, again, another Ramming Mount and be fine with it. I mean, if these minions stick on the board, we have a lot of damage showing, and if he can't kill Hydralodon along with these other things, like, I'm fine with that. Honestly, I wish Whirlpool also took it out of the Revive pool, so I wouldn't, you know, randomly get this as much. Okay. Can you kill? Oh, that does lower my damage by quite a bit. But this is what Revive Pet is for, ladies and gentlemen. Every single time we get, you guessed it, King Crush. G motherfucking G. Easy game, never really worried. But yeah, we'll take out a Ramming Mount for Sir Finley. You guys have finally convinced me. But no, yeah, like what mindset am I supposed to have if people are stream sniping me? Like it's something that I can't control, right? It's something that's gonna just happen regardless. I mean, I could be like, hey, what are you doing stream sniping me? Hello, friend. Oh, cool. So it's okay, so hopefully they're not stream sniping me, but I'm gonna assume that they're not. And even if they are, like, if they take pride in the fact that, hey, look, I beat a streamer because I was looking at what was in his hand, I don't really care. I mean, obviously for people who are at higher ranks, who are actually trying to grind to like rank 1 legend, stream sniping could be a legitimate problem. Like, I'm not trying to say that it's not a problem, but for the content I'm trying to make, if I'm like, they're stream sniping me and they're perfectly reading everything I'm doing, I'll just concede and go next. It's the same with somebody who's roping. It's the same if I have like a terrible opening hand. My rank isn't important enough to me. Like, I hit legend every season. I know I'm pretty good. I think we take the Slither Spear because it does immediately get played and apply pressure. And then with the Harpoon Gun, we take this. Yeah. Because we can't play that for a while anyway, so we'll just get a minion out on the board, an extra minion. What would you recommend as an alternative for Hydralodon? If you don't have Hydralodon, I think the imported Tarantula, I think it's what it's called. Is it called the imported Tarantula or like important Tarantula? I forget exactly what it's called. But anyway, that card is a pretty good replacement for the Hydralodon if you do not have the legendary, because you essentially still get to do what you want to do. We're gonna take Pet Collector. The other cards are pretty bad. Like, you still get to pull out a pretty sizable minion, right? And in some cases, some niche cases, I think it is actually better than Hydralodon because it has a death rattle, which could be pretty reasonable sometimes. Holy Pally, Smite, and you got Graces for finishes. Wait, what? Wait, was somebody asking a question about a Paladin deck? We're not gonna hit with this because we want to dredge to the top the Sunken Saber that gets shuffled to the bottom. But no, yeah, that is the win condition for Control Paladin for the most part. Oh, 1 minion lives. You could like Mortal Coil it. Yeah, okay, seems fair. I wasn't saying seems fair as like a sarcastic thing. It genuinely seems pretty alright to me. Pull out Sunken. And basically I just have to hope he doesn't have silence. And if he has silence, I mean, if he uses silence on that and I'm able to get like a mountain bear out later, that's still okay. Full-blown evil. Wow. Wait, that was honestly the best thing that could have happened for him. Arguably. Get a click locker, that's fine. We play this first. So that way it pumps up the Caninatron. We want to play this dredge first. So that way we can play this dredge next turn and guaranteed get Saber. Because that's just how the ordering works. I think I'd like Barbed Nets to finish him off, whereas minions are kind of lackluster. So we'll go Barbed, and then we'll hit him. And then we'll put Sunken Saber on top, so we'll draw that before the Barbed Nets. Interesting that we have Mountain Bear down there. That's cool, though. And I mean, if he... Theoretically, if he plays a minion and we're able to kill that off, we can double Revive Pet in some situations. What's the mulligan for this version of Beast Hunter? You basically want to go for some 1-drops, because even though you want to have 1-drops at the bottom for the Caninatron, you still want to have something in your hand for early pressure. Naga's Pride with the Scribe is very, very good. And then... what else? A ramming mount if you have a decent minion. Harpoon Gun's amazing. If you have the coin, you can keep Pet Collector to try to coin it out on turn 4 if you want. But yeah, 1-drops, Doggy Biscuit to help with the 1-drop, the Scribe, Harpoon Gun, and Naga's Pride, especially if you have a Naga. So let's see here. We're gonna go... Hydralodon yet, because it messes up the Revive Pet pool. Do we get King Crush? Never lucky. We'll play one of these to get Sunken Saber. And then go next. I saved the other Revive Pet, so that way we can maybe get something in a little bit. But I wanted to at least get one extra thing out, so that way if he does do another board wipe, we still fill the board up again. Isn't Sir Finley great for shuffling the big beasts and pulling sabers? You only have like 1 saber though. So pulling sabers isn't that big of a deal. And sometimes somebody asks the same question. Sir Finley could be good. It actually is another 1-drop that you could pull off of Caninatron if your starting hand happens to be good. So if you don't have something like Tavish, because some people were saying Tavish is not that good, you could possibly switch that around. Yeah, I mean, I think it's legitimately decent. If you want to try to run it, you could probably do some pretty decent stuff with it. It's a lot of cards being drawn here, my guy. Drain Soul? I'm actually not gonna be able to win this game, am I? We're gonna have to figure out a way to kill off that 1-3. Barbed Nets. He's gonna play Gigafin next turn, almost guaranteed.
Victory is in my grasp.
So how am I supposed to kill the Gigafin? I genuinely just don't think I can. I think I have to... Shoot, dude. We'll kill that off. We just have to hope he doesn't have Gigafin, I guess. We're gonna get wrecked, man. That's my bad. Entitled customers, not Gigafin at least. We do pull out another Mountain Bear, which is a pretty solid unit to pull out. And now Revive Pet hopefully gets me... How much damage do I have here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got Sunken Saber, we win, GG. It guarantees pulls out King Crush. Boom. Barbed, Hero Power. That's my biggest problem with Hydralodon, because each head counts as a different beast. So it messes up the Revive Pet pool, a little bit later on in the game. Luckily, it didn't lose me that game, but like it could have, which would have sucked.
The penalty for treason.
Well, let's look at our hand here and realize that we don't want any of these cards in our opening hand. We want early game cards. We literally stack this with more early game cards. This is actually amazing. This is like as good of a turn 1, turn 2 play as you can possibly get. Into turn 3. Holy shit. Wait, this is actually like the dream. This next turn into this the turn after. Wait, that's literally like the dream hand. It cannot be better than this. It actually just can't be better than this. The only way that it gets better is maybe a pet collector to play on turn 5 after setting up a harpoon gun to just immediately... Okay, you know what? I had several bad games in a row, but you know what? These games are doing significantly better. How reliable is Finley? I feel like it's kind of random. It's too random to be worth a spot or slot. True. I mean, he has a 1-drop, so he does synergize okay with Caninatron if you get him off of that, because he does still thin out your deck. Wow. Wait, that's really bad. That messes me up quite a bit, actually. Well, then we just keep going face, I guess. Do we get anything? No, but we'll take Pet Collector. We'll just keep going face. That's pretty bad. That Frostbite is like game ending for me, because I can't do anything next turn. Well, I guess game ending. No, I should have taken like Peasant or a Vicious Slither Spear. Are these beasts? So they do kind of mess up the revive pet pool, don't they? Yoinks. It's a 1/3 from Canine, and sometimes if you get unlucky draws, it can help. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Are you serious? I mean, I guess that's 2 Frostbites not going into my face, but holy crap. I cannot play. Hey, Ecore, I returned to the game after watching your YouTube videos. I spent 3 months in Diamond, just stuck. Today I got Legend for the first time with Beast Hunter. Thank you for the streams. I legit started to cry. You started to cry? Reading Legend? Well, that is wild. I'm glad that you're so proud of yourself of hitting Legend. That's incredible that you felt that way to do that. Like, I remember the first time I did it, and I remember my hands were shaking a little bit for sure. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. We're gonna dredge it to the top because there's no guarantee that we're going to have the other thing. And then we can play it and Barbed Nets, because why not? We need to play something so we can play the other spells. But my goodness, dude. He ended my entire career with double Frostbite.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Even when I get the nuts, the opponent gets the better. This guy's got to be sniping. True. Only explanation is he's got to be a sniper. Disgusting. Doesn't even really matter what I get. I mean, King Crush would be awesome. Hydralodon would suck. Mountain Bear is the most reasonable option. I'm literally about to play this for 2 mana so I could actually start playing cards again. You go place for 4. That's nuts. I mean, he plays the Snowfall Guardian here, right? 100% of the time he plays that.
Rare.
We can now play Revive Pet and get the Sunken again, I'm pretty sure. And then we can run the Sunken with Ramming Mount into his Snowfall Guardian and at least kill one of them. As a streamer, don't worry about sniping a lot. Don't you worry about sniping a lot? No, not really. I don't really care. Like, as you can tell, I don't care about my rank. I'll just instant concede games if it's a bad matchup or an impossible matchup. I will concede games if I don't think that I'm going to be able to win. I play mostly meme decks. Sometimes if I just queue up the wrong deck, I just immediately concede because I'm like, this is not the deck I wanted to play. So, I mean, if I lose a couple games to stream snipers, like, yeah, it's frustrating, but I don't massively care. It's not like it's, cool, I just play another game. I'll just go next, I guess. If I go ramming mount, how much damage do I have? I have 11, 12, 13. I put him on a 1-turn clock, and the only way that he stays alive is if he plays Brucon. And if he plays Brucon... I literally Naga'd his 2-1. I literally Naga'd his 2-1 when I had a taunt out there instead of going face and killing him next turn. I deserve to lose this game if he somehow comes back. But we do get him to 2 HP, so he is theoretically on a clock. Only need Hydralodon to complete this deck. You could theoretically not even run Hydralodon. Like, don't get me wrong, Hydralodon is extremely, extremely good. But actually, if you pull it out of Sunken, it's a pretty weak card to pull out. So if you want to run another big beast, you could theoretically do that and still run this deck to moderate success if you wanted to.